Welcome back to Caribbean Dreams Taste Beyond Teas, Christmas edition, where the challenge continues. We are going to attempt a Sorrel Ginger Éclair. Now you might be used to regular Éclair. We don't do regular at Caribbean Dreams. We only do the best for you. And we invite you as well to take up this challenge. So a regular choux pastry or pâte à choux. The easiest way to remember the ingredients is saying 2112 pâte à choux. That's a little jingle that I created to remember the ratio of ingredients. So 2 parts liquid. So we're going to use 40 grams sorrel that was steeped yesterday. And we're going to use our lovely evaporated coconut milk. And we're going to use 40 grams as well. And the last 20 grams is going to be our wonderful Caribbean Dreams Jamaican ginger flavor. As I said, we're going to make Sorrel Ginger Éclairs. Lovely. So now we got our 2 parts liquid. Remember, it's 2112 pâte à choux. Our first one is our butter. And that's 50 grams of butter. It can be cold, it can be room temp. We're going to put this to boil. Our second one is 50 grams of all-purpose flour, but we're not going to use that yet. A pinch of salt, just a taste. And our last 2 is 2 parts egg. Now normally 2 parts egg is 4 eggs, but because we're scaling down, as I said earlier, we're going to use 2 eggs. So let's go to the stove. So we want to bring our liquid to a rolling boil, just to melt the butter. Alright, so now that our mixture has come to a boil, we're going to remove it from the stove, and immediately we're going to add our 1 part flour, which is 50 grams of all-purpose flour, immediately, all at once. And we're going to mix until combined. At that point, we're going to lower the stove to low. Then we have that lovely dough. And once incorporated, we're going to put it back on low, and we're going to stir until a film covers the bottom of the pot. That's how you know that you should remove it. So now that our dough created that film I was talking about, you're going to leave the dough to cool, because we're going to incorporate the eggs, and we don't want to cook the eggs all at once, because that's going to give us a rough texture. We're going to leave this to cool for at least 2 minutes. At least. Follow closely, and remember we challenged you. Alright. So now that our dough has been cooled, it's time to add in the eggs. And remember we said we're gonna use 2 eggs. It's based on the dough, you don't need all the eggs. So we're gonna add them 1 at a time, and then I'm gonna show you a little test that you can use to tell if the dough is ready. So 1 egg at a time. First egg. And we're just gonna incorporate. So you test it like this. That shouldn't happen. We're gonna add in another egg. So you want a slow drop off the spatula. Let me just demonstrate it a little bit. You realize how it's moving, but it's moving slowly. And when it drops now, you're gonna tell if it's ready by the shape that forms right here. It's supposed to have a V shape. See that? Lovely. So that means we're ready for baking. So we're going to put this into our piping bag. So now that we've placed our dough in our piping bag, we're going to pipe it on. So cut right there. So I know you might be used to the French star tip, but we're doing something different today. Alright? So I'm going to put this in my preheated oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 minutes. After that 25 minutes, I'm going to lower the temp to 325. That's going to dry out the eclairs and provide that nice hollow eclair that is going to be filled with that great sorrel pastry cream. Alright? Our Caribbean Dream Sorrel Ginger Éclairs. Bakes up in 40, but it stays with you for a lifetime. This is like no other. Try it. You won't regret it.